Welcome, citizens of this great country, the United States of America. Step up in line to your respective president and state your problems during your respective time period.
Hi, Mr. George Washington. I'm Felicity Jones, and I'd be so graced if you could tell me what exactly this country needs during this such a changing times. I feel English, but I'm now an American. What does this mean? I don't have structure in my life, and us Americans need a strong leader who believes in the independence of this country.
Oh, miss, I've experience in leadership roles. After I led our country to victory during the Revolutionary War, I realized I was very capable of leading our country to success. I am a citizen, vowing to serve our country in a democratic way. I refuse to serve like our previous leaders have and will not accept the title of king. Being American is a new, exciting feeling that revolves around the idea of nationalism. I believe in our country, and since you are an American, you should too.
When the United States was founded after the success in the Revolutionary War, the newly discovered American citizens needed definition and a strong leader who would help their country become recognized as a world power. George Washington took charge, and mindful of the fact that his actions would set a precedent for those of the presidents in the future, he supported cordial relationships with other countries but also favored a position of neutrality in foreign conflicts. Next.
Good morning, President Lincoln. We have important matters to discuss. There is divide in our country due to race, and the controversies between the South and North do not reflect this country's views regarding freedom. We need a humble leader who can connect with the citizens and step down from the high-horsed view of the presidency to truly speak to the majority.
I am happy to help, friend. I come from humble beginnings. I was not wealthy growing up and am used to not being at the top of the pile of fortune and wealth. I have morals that are held by the majority of people in this country, even if those morals are not yet understood by the general public. I believe that slavery is unconstitutional, the whole foundation of the document built on freedom. It is important that we recognize that we are all humans, endowed with the right to roam this land as a free man or woman. It is difficult to deny that our founding fathers would not have wanted the oppressed previously ourselves before we came annexed from Britain to not be free.
When Abraham Lincoln was elected president, slavery was the most controversial topic of the time. His presidency took place over the time of the Civil War, and therefore he had one of the most important roles when it came to the emancipation of slaves. Lincoln created the Emancipation Proclamation and declared all slaves free. He's still one of the most highly regarded presidents today. He was down to earth and forged strong relationships with the citizens of the United States. He believed in fair play and encouraged it in politics.
Hello, President Roosevelt. My name is Sally Turner. The country is going through a great struggle right now. We have no money, and there is war upon us. We need a strong, stable leader who can lift us out of this time of turmoil, but be transparent with the American people.
You have asked the right person. I want to create a program called the New Deal to add more structure to this country and hopefully carve a solid path for a way out of this depression. My goal is to inform the American people about our situation in the war by using available technologies like the radio. I know that the citizens of this country are extremely concerned about their safety during this war, but I ensure that I will create a plan that will ensure a victory against the enemy.
In the 1930s and 1940s, the United States was thrown into one of the hardest times in American history. In addition to being struck with the Great Depression, World War II erupted and the country was catapulted into the deadliest war of all time. Franklin D. Roosevelt created a series of programs under the name of the New Deal to restore faith in Americans. In addition, he organized the Manhattan Project, which developed the first nuclear weapons in the world. In order to maintain transparency with the American people, FDR created 30 fireside chats that explain the United States' position in the war and new decisions to be made by the government.
This country is straying way too far from tradition. I want them good old days back when Democrats weren't busting around taking everything from me. I want a conservative president that is proud of our military. The Soviet Union will be sent to hell because they are evil. I want my son's business not to be restricted by these daggone restrictions, and stupid high taxes, while my daughter gets a job.
Well, I am your man. I can get your daughter a job with my promise of job opportunities.
Ooh.
I promise to bring us back to the golden days of this country and dig us out of this economic rut we are in. It is time that unemployment rates go down, we expand the Medicare system, and freedom rises the way it should. I want to be the president who made Americans believe in themselves again.
Ronald Reagan was the first conservative president in over 50 years. He believed that the government was not the solution to our problem, but that the government was the problem. He cut taxes and balanced the federal budget. While in office, inflation dropped, and there was an economic growth helping unemployment rates. He believed in federalism and did not like the Soviet Union, causing the Cold War to get heated again. While minorities were not favored, the majority was loved.
After 9/11, sir, I fear for this beautiful country. Sir, we've just been through something, but anything to make this country safe again. Be proactive. Be America the beautiful again.
I'm officially declaring a war on terrorism. Furthermore, we're going to invade countries with terrorists occupying them. To heck with everything else. Hurricanes, controversy around the invasions, and transparency.
Yes!
George W. Bush was president from 2001 to 2009 during a time when America was very Islamophobic. George W. ordered several invasions into Afghanistan and Iraq. He passed the Patriot Act involving Homeland Security and was involved in campaigns to protect HIV/AIDS, showing the citizens of the U.S. that they could be proactive about their safety. However, there was controversy regarding the Iraq invasion because it was speculated that Bush made misleading claims about the situation in order to invade. The price of nationalism led to a budget deficit after 2 wars overseas. The hurricane dig was from when Bush was criticized for his slow response to Hurricane Katrina.
Past 8 years, I felt forgotten and uncared for by the United States government. During this election, we have been slandered again and again, forgotten by candidates, and it is time that we get a voice. Religion is slowly dying in our country. We need a leader that will recognize us as a vital part of this country, give us a job opportunity, and restore this country's faith in God.
It is time that our country becomes great again. I want to secure our borders and stop illegal immigration as soon as possible. I recognize religion as a choice and support the wide array of views there may be on the subject. I will campaign to those who feel left behind.
I'm striving to make America great again.
Donald Trump ran his 2016 campaign on the idea of making America great again. His presidency thus far has been the most controversial of all time because of his volatile attitude and overbearing personality. Trump's campaign targeted the silent majority of voters who were blue-collar workers and the lower middle class of America. His opponent, Hillary Clinton, named these individuals the deplorables and therefore lost their vote. Trump campaigned to several states that were often passed over on the campaign trail and gave a moderate voice when it came to religion, but a very strong voice when it came to immigration. Check out his Twitter for fun little updates. Each president, whether you agree with their policies or not, served a need of our country at a certain time. What kind of president do you think our country needs in 2020?
Thanks for watching!